Hello, my name is Vanessa Rose, and I'm a regenerative health specialist. And I want to welcome you to the Lightness of Being podcast. This is a podcast a space where we bring detox, science, alchemy, metaphysics, and the body's natural intelligence, and we merge them into one coherent path of regenerative health. So before we step into all these episodes that I want to share with you, I want to talk about the sort of central piece to what my work is all about, and that is something called high frequency health. And so I thought it most important to actually define what high frequency health is. So let me explain to you what the whole idea of high frequency health is, because it sits at the heart of all the work I do, everything I talk about, and it'll make sense to you when you listen to further episodes. So the real meaning of high frequency health is the process of restoring your life force energy, the electrical current that powers every cell, every thought, every emotion, every organ, every healing process, and really every expression of who you are. Your life force energy is not some abstract concept. It's actually electricity, because you may not know this, but we are electromagnetic beings. Our entire biology runs on charge. The heart creates the strongest electromagnetic field in the body. Your brain communicates through electrical impulses. Your mitochondria generate voltage. Your fascia conducts light. Your cells open and close based on electrical potential. Your nervous system functions like an electrical wiring network, and your biofield radiates information beyond your skin. So when that electrical charge is strong, you feel alive. You feel awake, you feel clear, connected, and resilient. It's like you're plugged in. You've got that electrical uh, plugged into the wall. But when the charge is weak, everything dims, and you can still function, but only like a phone that never gets beyond something like 12%. You can operate, but you can't thrive. High frequency health is about turning your charge back on, restoring that luminosity, that resilience, that coherence and vitality. That's actually your birthright. Everybody deserves to feel that good in their body. So why do so many people feel dim? Modern life drains us of life force energy faster than people can replenish it. We have chronic stress, we have chaotic EMFs, we have toxic overload from soil, from food, we have poor food quality, we have dysregulated nervous systems due to past stresses and traumas. Babies are born into mothers with dysregulated nervous systems. We have disconnected circadian rhythms. We have emotional suppression, a lot of social pressures. We have overwhelm. We have inflammation in our body, undermineralized, and particularly one that I resonate with, which is overstimulated. So all of these things lower your frequency by lowering your electrical charge. And this is why people suffer. This is why they experience things like exhaustion that sleep doesn't fix, brain fog that feels like static, chronic inflammation, hormonal crashes, emotional flatness, weight that just won't shift, feeling disconnected and switched off, a sense of being really disconnected from themselves. This is life force depletion. It's not what doctors say is just natural aging. It's not weakness. It's not failure. It's simply a system running on low voltage. So, the bioelectric truth Your body is designed to be a high frequency, self-healing, light conducting organism. Truly, your mitochondria are tiny power stations generating electrical potential. Your fascia is a crystalline communication network. That sounds good, doesn't it? Your cells rely on charge to detox, to regenerate, and to communicate. Your biofield organizes your physiology, and your emotions shift your electrical field instantly. Your thoughts alter electrical pathways, and your life force energy determines whether you are in degeneration or regeneration. So, high frequency health is the science and the art of restoring this charge. So, the entire organism reorganizes into healing. What high frequency health actually feels like? Well, when your life force is restored, you feel clarity instead of fogginess. You feel awake instead of dragging yourself through life. You feel grounded instead of overwhelmed. You feel internally bright instead of internally dim. You feel charged instead of depleted. You feel resilient instead of reactive. You feel intuitive instead of confused. You feel alive instead of flat. This is what it feels like when the body comes back online. Your cells communicate again. Your hormones synchronize. Your nervous system softens. Your mitochondria just hum along in the background. Your digestion regulates. Your mood lifts. Your aura strengthens. Your whole system becomes coherent. So, what's the core principle of high frequency health? Well, it's built on one truth. When you restore the source, the life force energy, everything else flows. This is not about symptom management, fixing little things like putting plugs in or band-aids on things. This is when you restore the system. Symptoms resolve, inflammation calms down, weight shifts, energy rises, sleep regulates, clarity returns, and authenticity expands, and your healing accelerates. Your life force is the master switch. And this is where the 27 pillars of high frequency health come in. They are a map for restoring the body's electrical charge, energetic coherence, feeling of being at home in one's body. The detox pathways are also restored. Your emotional frequency comes back. Your internal nourishment, your nervous system stability, your intuition, your alignment, your vitality. These are all restored. And we can't forget about mitochondrial power and your true authenticity. That's what is restored with these pillars of high frequency health. So every pillar addresses a different aspect of the internal terrain. So the internal terrain is what goes on inside of us. The physical, emotional, mental, electrical, and metaphysical. And together, these show you how to clear the static, to strengthen the charge of the body, to restore the flow, to lift the frequency, and return home to that natural radiance that we have. This is not wellness. This is reclamation. And why does this work matter at the moment? We have never been fatter, sicker, or more disconnected from ourselves. And everybody deserves to feel alive. The body isn't broken, it's just overwhelmed by all of these things that we have introduced into our lives. Because your life force energy is your birthright. It's not actually just a luxury that only rich people can have. And because healing is not an effort, it's actually a frequency. Because we're in a time where coherence is medicine, and because you're meant to be vibrant, electric, and luminous, and because it's time to come back online. So welcome to this podcast. And over the next episodes, I'm going to guide you through each of these 27 pillars: the science, the mysticism, the practices, the embodiment, the principles, everything you need to restore your internal terrain and return to a high frequency state of health. This is the restoration of life force energy, and it's a return to yourself. So I look forward to sharing all of this wonderful stuff with you over the next episodes.